I just interviewed a woman about her marriage. Her husband is having a bit of a midlife crisis and he's cheating on her. He moved out and she wanted advice to know what to do. So we go through her story, which is pretty incredible. There's a lot of turns. Even I'm going, wait, what? You'll hear that in my voice. And then at the end, we talk about exactly what she needs to do now. So if you're stuck and your husband left you or he's about to leave you and you're looking for some guidance, I hope this helps you. Stay till the end. There's a lot to learn here, and I hope you enjoy it. Hi.
Hey, hello.
What are we going to call you? You want to keep your name?
It's fine.
Go, I got to call you something. What can I call you? Can I call you D?
Yeah, D's fine.
So how'd you hear about me?
I've been watching some of your YouTube videos since the beginning of issues I've been facing with my husband. I've been searching for answers online. I ran across your channel. As soon as I typed in the words, my husband has left and filed for divorce. What can I do? So I was just trying to go through several videos and I ran across your podcast and I was just like, oh my goodness, like I need to reach out to her because I definitely need some help and some advice.
So let's talk. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Oh, you're so young.
I know.
How old is he?
He's 40.
Okay, so he's older than you. I like that.
Mhm.
And how many kids you got?
No kids.
Okay. Okay. That changes things. How long you been married? What year did you get married?
November 5th, 2022.
Oh, honey, you just got married.
I know.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So why'd you marry him?
I married him because honestly, like amongst all the guys that I've dated in the past, I've noticed that one, I felt like I could be myself around him. And I feel like we have such a similar upbringing. I could share a lot of my secrets with him. And I feel like I could, he's just more like a safe space for me. So when we communicate, like I feel like I could truly be myself.
Okay, that makes sense. And that's really good. And that's a good sign to actually marry someone because you feel safe with them. That makes
Yeah.
sense. You got married really soon, 22. What year did you meet him?
I met him the start of COVID, January 2020.
Okay, so you had like maybe a 2-year courtship.
Yes.
Okay, prior to him, who were you dating at that moment when you met him? Everyone's always dating somebody. You got someone in the wing. Anybody?
Guy was single for a long time, 3 years prior to meeting him. I
Mm.
just couldn't find the right guy. Like, honestly, I felt like I needed to be single for a while because I needed to find myself again. I needed to find my identity. I needed to find like who I really wanted to see myself with.
I hear you. What happened prior that made you fall into that? I need 3 years. I got to get out of this. What was going on before?
Heartbreak. I was just always running into the same guys that were like playing games that say they wanted to be in a relationship, but were really just looking for other women. And I felt like I had to be a different person when I was around them. So I just really couldn't feel comfortable or safe around these guys.
Give me some of their, like, give me like, oh, Bob, I dated for 5 months. Joe, I dated for 6 months. Like, give me some kind of idea what was happening in your life prior.
I think I was dating one of the guys for, I'd say, about a year. He made me laugh. And so I kind of went along with that. And we just grew closer with similar interests. He loved to go hiking. I love the beach, and so we shared a lot in common. After a couple months, I just noticed that we weren't really arguing as much. I don't know. It was like really strange. Like we weren't really fighting as much. So it just seemed like there was something wrong in our relationship.
Why do you think that if someone's fighting, that means you're good?
When you find the right person, my husband and I, we have these arguments. I feel like I can be honest and open, and I don't feel like I can, like hide anything from him. So like if I hear something or if I have a disagreement with him, like I feel like I can tell him outright, like, look, I don't feel that this is right, and I understand and respect your views and opinions on this, but this is how I feel
Hold
dating.
on a second. That doesn't sound like an argument. That sounds like a really good discussion. This is what I want. This is how I feel. Is that what you were doing with the other boy or what you couldn't do with him? And would you call that an argument?
I don't think I was communicating. I don't think that we were arguing at all. So,
Okay, so it wasn't like you were arguing and then it stopped arguing. You
mhm.
just you just weren't part of that relationship.
Yeah.
You weren't yourself. So if a woman is not herself and she's hanging out with a guy, whose fault is that?
I think it's my fault.
Right. Yeah. Good answer. Because everything that happens to us is based on how we react to things. So if
Mm.
you're hanging out with this guy and you don't feel safe, that's a big inclination that, like, why do I not feel safe? And then bring in a little bit going, what am I doing that I don't feel safe? Maybe he's on the phone or ignoring you, or maybe he's just being a dick. Okay, recognize that, say something. And if he doesn't respond in the way you like, leave. Don't waste a year. Get out. The only reason I'm doing this is to kind of back up a little bit to see if there's a pattern. Because usually by the time you're 30, we kind of get into some waves. You get your childhood, you pick up habits, and then you get older, pick up habits, and then we start dating people. The guys before, there were some habits that come out. And maybe you're hiding a little bit, maybe you're afraid to talk, and this guy you felt safe with. And so, any other relationships back before your husband that you can identify?
There were some relationships where it was just all based on just the physical part.
Physical. Tell me about physical. You having sex with these guys?
Yeah, where I thought I was in love with someone, like I had a real physical connection. Like I thought love at the time was a feeling. Like I wanted to feel the love. I wanted to feel the excitement, but I think I was confusing love with lust at the time.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
so that's what I learned, and so that's why, before meeting my husband, I was like, "Okay, well, this is what I'm gonna do different. I'm not gonna focus so much on somebody that I'm attracted to and somebody that I could just, sleep with and that's it. I need to find somebody that I can really connect with, somebody that, I feel different with." And with my husband, he was entirely different. Like, he was a gentleman. He was very polite, respectful. We had similar interests, and then just being able to talk about our upbringings, that was new to me. Like, I don't think I was comfortable sharing that with anybody.
Okay, tell me about your upbringing in a couple sentences because I wanna keep going, but just, like, how was your childhood?
I was the oldest in my family. My parents pretty much expected a lot more from me amongst my younger siblings. I was given the tough love.
They say they loved you?
No.
Ouch. This girl was raised by parents who never told her that they loved her.
My mom didn't really express that enough to me. And my parents, they never got divorced. My husband's parents, on the other hand, they did get a divorce. So that was the only difference. But we were both the eldest in our families. We're mature. We had more responsibilities. We were expected to lead by example.
How old was he when his folks divorced?
He was in high school
That's
around
great.
17.
Did his parents come to the wedding?
Yes.
And they approved of you and they're happy with you?
Yeah, and interesting enough, so when my husband and I first started talking, he found out that I had the same birthday as his mom.
Mm.
His mom is a retired registered nurse, and I'm actually going to school for nursing.
I love that. So that's the kind of stuff that mirrors our family, and that's great. You have a lot of commonality. However, did he love his mother?
He does. He
Oh,
has a loving, nurturing relationship with his mother.
did she tell him she loved him?
Yes.
Okay, these are good things. Okay, so let's keep going. What other reasons did you decide that you wanted to hook up with this guy and be married to him, besides the fact that he made you feel safe? What else?
He really impressed me. He was very traditional. Like, he took me out on a date, he bought me roses, he opened every door for me. He was
I
very
don't see how important that is. That is so important. You could sweep a girl right off her feet. Okay, so he was a gentleman. What
Mhm.
other qualities were you looking for a husband, a father, a leader? What were you looking for that he had?
When I didn't really have a close relationship with my dad either, but there were some things that I saw in my dad that I was just like, I am not looking for those qualities.
What are those?
My dad, he was not financially secure, so I
Okay,
noticed
that's
that
a big one.
I wanted a man to be the head of the household, so, like, I saw that from my husband. He was very good with money, he was very frugal,
All good things.
educated, of course. He did have a military background.
Okay. That poses some challenges, but at
Mhm.
the end of the day, they're good men. We kinda at the base of what you were looking for, a traditional man who would kinda take care of you. Who wanted to leave, you or him? What happened?
He wanted to leave.
Did he say why?
He pretty much, and I don't think it was really the cheating because I forgave him. He cheated, yeah.
When did he cheat?
No, he started acting strange around my birthday month, May 23rd.
Okay, so a few months ago, and he started acting weird. Okay, tell me about that. What was it? What'd he do?
He just acted so different. Somebody who talks to me every single day, texts me like, "Good morning, I love you." That stopped, and I knew something was wrong when the constant communication stopped, and he acted more distant. He always made excuses, as to why he couldn't be at home. He had to work more, so I knew something was off, and
How
then
long did it take you to realize something was off from the moment like, was it, like, a couple months or was it, like, overnight?
it was a couple months, but it was a slow progression, like, this didn't, like, happen overnight. Like, I just noticed something was wrong, and I was trying to do everything I could to fix it, but
What were you doing?
as we were having these arguments, I just
Arguments about what?
it was over little things.
Like what?
He would, complain about how he didn't feel that I was nice enough and understanding towards him. He would express that to me, and I was just, like, trying to figure out, like, what exactly is it that you want me to do to demonstrate that I can be more nice to you? Like, he was just telling me, like, I needed to talk to him and respond to him differently, and he just said that he didn't feel that from me. So I
So
think
I'm just gonna stop you right there. When a man says to a woman, "You're not being nice to me," or "You're just not treating me this way," or "You're not treating," he's saying that to you because he's got someone else doing something different around him. It could be his best friend's girlfriend or best friend's wife or someone he works with, or it could be a woman talking to him. It could be all of those. All it says for anyone listening to this is that someone else out there is influencing your husband to think that he can have that other thing. Right? So he
right.
brings it to the wife going, "Why aren't you like this? I want this. This is good. This would make me feel better." And the wife is like, "Huh? What am I doing wrong? I don't understand." Like, because you were the same way all along. You didn't change, but he shifted into this realm. Does that make sense? Okay, so keep going. So now you're finding all these things, you're talking, you're arguing because you're saying probably, "I don't know what you're talking about. Explain this to me." And he won't explain it because he doesn't know and he doesn't want to tell you he's got a girl, right?
Right.
So then what happens?
This is where we were supposed to go to a family wedding in Tennessee. And he said, "You know what? I don't think it's a good idea you come with me because of the way you're acting right now. I don't feel that you would act appropriately at this wedding. And I don't want you to ruin my cousin's wedding." So
So
I,
how were you acting? What was he talking about? Were you being cold to him or dismissive or ignoring him or not having sex? What were you doing? What does he what did he see on his side?
he said that as our arguments got more intense, he pretty much said that I think your behavior is out of hand, and you're acting very emotional about this. He clearly stated that he was contemplating on divorce, and that's when my feelings intensified and I got
Mhm.
more angry, and so I let that be known to him. I was frustrated at the point. I thought at the time that I was doing everything I could as a wife, but he didn't see that. He said he was unhappy. He said, "Why don't you talk to me like you talk to your patients? You're very nice." And I just said, "Well, honey, that's my job. I'm always to remain professional, and I know it's hard coming home from a 12-hour shift and coming home and trying to maintain that same thing with my husband. It's hard sometimes. I don't mean to take out my frustrations or my stress towards him, but it's hard trying to maintain that. And I think I wasn't giving him the attention that he needed. And so he expressed that to me. He said that he hasn't been happy for the last 5.5 years, and he was contemplating on divorce.
You just met 5.5 years ago.
Mhm.
You've only been married for 3 or 2 at the time. Okay, this is so interesting. And
Mm.
this is where the conundrum happens because, when a man says that to a woman, instantly you go into panic, like, "Wait a minute. we just got married. We spent all
Yeah.
this money. Like we're supposed to be together till we die. And as far as I can tell, you're alive, I'm alive. What's going on? So we go into this tailspin. And that's usually when people come to me and I can help them sort it out. In your case, we got to figure out if it's worth saving because you've been in it for so short of a time.
Yeah,
So I'm going to ask you right now, do you want to save this?
I do. And
Okay.
I'm actually starting to make changes ever since the day he left
What are
because
you doing? Oh, he left. He's out. Where did he leave?
he left after August 5th.
Do you know he's having an affair? Who is
Yes,
it with?
I actually found the emails that he was talking to another woman, and she doesn't live here locally. She lives in another state.
Good. Okay. How did he start talking to her? Was he on a dating site?
He was actually playing a game, and he met these two women on a
Together?
gaming site. I think it was just like a group that he was leading. And so there were several players on this group.
When is he on playing games? While you're working?
Yeah, he works from home, and so I think he was just trying to find a way out, like, kind of like an escape, and I
Yeah.
think this is why he just kept telling me, "I'm not cheating on you."
I'm just talking to these strangers on a
Mm,
game when I should be working or doing something that's beneficial to my marriage and my future, not sitting there talking to someone. That's a lost boy. What do you think's going on in his life that caused him to be lost? Does he have a leader? A mentor? God? What's he got?
he's very religious.
Is he? Tell me about that.
Oh, yes. When I first started dating him, we started talking about the Bible, and actually, he taught me how to read the Bible,
But
and
what is he doing today? Does he go to church last week? Did he go to church last month?
no, actually, he's been drinking a lot. His
Okay, so here
alcohol.
we go. Do you see what happened? Talked about God, and you're like, oh, the God person. And then when I ask you questions, oh, we started the Bible when he loved you and everything was good. But today, there's no God. He
Nope.
wandered into the dark side,
Mhm.
right? So that's where he is, and that's where he's going to stay for a while until he sorts some things out. What trauma did he have in his life? Did he have anything that happened to him when he's a kid or recently? What's going on?
I noticed that when we talked about our upbringing, he was the type that was always striving for excellence. He tried to get straight A's. He said that his dad didn't seem impressed.
Hmm. So his dad didn't approve of him.
Mm-mm.
How about today? Does his dad tell him he loves him and models for him?
Before he passed away,
Oh, he died.
a
Oh, when did he die? Oh my gosh, when did he die?
couple months after we got married.
There's our problem. Okay.
Mm.
How did he die?
Pulmonary fibrosis.
It wasn't like he was sick in a hospital for weeks.
He ended up being in hospice one week, and I think this is when my husband got the phone call, and "I'm in hospice right now. You need to come. I need to see you." That's when.
Was his dad already with another woman?
Yes, he had been married with her for about 15 years, I wanna say.
Oh God, is she a good woman, this lady, this new person?
I think so. He feels he has a closer relationship with his mom and that they should have been
Did
together.
so your husband thought mom and dad should be together.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him. Who did dad leave? Did his father leave his wife?
No, actually, it was his mom.
Why'd she leave?
From what I understand, from what he told me, his parents always fought behind closed doors. They never really fought in front of them.
Okay.
Even after he died, his mom said, I wish I never left your father.
Yes, that happens all the time, and it's nice to hear people say it. Thank you. Keep talking. Sorry, that is so common. I interviewed a woman, and I haven't finished editing it, who said to me in my kitchen over there, and 10 years later, I made the biggest mistake of my life by leaving my husband.
Mhm.
And I'm like, why'd you leave him? And she's like, because he was no fun. And I'm like, okay, right? So we do stupid things. We all do stupid things, and they are forgivable. Okay, so keep going. So today, maybe when did your husband start drinking?
Since we started dating, but I didn't know that it was becoming a problem until after he got out of the military. He had a remote job. That's where he started drinking more. He would only drink wine. He would have a glass here and there. But when he was still in the military, he was more under control. And then, of course, it was until he had the seizures that it became a big problem.
He has seizures?
First time he had a seizure, I was actually
Boy, talking to you, I keep uncovering more. What else you got? Sorry.
it's just like a roller coaster here. Like,
So tell me about his seizures. Have you seen him have one?
oh yeah, the two incidents that he had the seizure, it happened right in front of my eyes. The first time it happened, I was studying in the living room. He stood up one night. He just fell straight back. He collapsed into the coffee table, and I ran straight to him, and he was unresponsive. So I started freaking out, called 911 immediately. I was checking for a pulse, and then I started performing CPR because I didn't know what was going on.
Was he breathing?
It wasn't until 2 minutes later he woke up, but he was disoriented. He was very confused. He was very pale. He was screaming and freaking out. He didn't know what was going on. After that first encounter, we brought him to the ER. It wasn't until he had the second seizure, and I want to say that happened a year later. This is when I called 911 again, and I told paramedics that he had stopped drinking. I think we had an argument about his drinking. I said, honey, look, I don't have a problem with you drinking. This is excessive, and I'm very concerned about you.
That's what you said to him? It sounds very logical. How does he react when you say that to him?
Well, this is when he felt guilty. I said, "Look, you quit cigarettes. If you can quit cigarettes, you can do it with alcohol." But he went about it the wrong way. He went cold turkey. After not having a drink, he got very sweaty, and of course the seizure happened again. And that's when I had to call 911 and explain to them what happened. And they said,
When was the last seizure that you saw? What month was that?
this was, I want to say, last year in July.
Has he had any since?
No.
Did he go to church after that last seizure?
No, we didn't go to church. We were just watching the sermon online together here and there.
That's not enough. You have to go all the time. You have to go to church. I always tell people, I don't care what church you go to, you got to go to church with your husband. He needs to be taking you there, picking a place. I don't care if it's Jewish, Catholic, Christian, Hare Krishna, whatever, some place where you're together deciding that this is what we believe in, that's bigger than you, that is kind of the glue that keeps you together.
Yeah.
So let's keep that in the back of our mind, and let's pick a church, and don't watch it on TV, because then you're alone watching God. You got to go be with people who share that experience. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's something I'm teaching you to do. Find a church, go volunteer, help people, be of service to others, because when you do that, the pain you're experiencing with this whole divorce thing won't be as much. And so now tell me, because you said something that was so interesting. There's a word you use, which I just heard yesterday. I've never heard it before. In 2 days in a row, I heard the same thing. And someone else said it to me. It's DV, what is it? DRV, what is it?
Oh, DVRO. So it's domestic violence restraining order.
What the hell is that? See, when someone goes DV, I think about DVR and what TV show we're going to watch. That's on recording, right? So DVRO. Okay. So please tell me about that, and why have you ever hit him?
When I found out he cheated on me, he was, of course, sleeping. I was trying to wake him up, and
Hold on. Were you, honey, I think you're cheating on me. Freaking get up. Like, what were you doing?
oh, I
Yeah.
was I was mad. It
So
took me
calm.
30 minutes to process this. I said, how am I going to confront him about this? Like, am I going to, because I knew he was in the
Scissors,
bedroom.
dick, cut. Just kidding. That was that lady a long time ago. It was a joke. Terrible joke. Don't do that.
So I went upstairs into the bedroom and I said, Mike, we need to talk. And he said, what is it? And he was just in bed. And I said, who is Shannon? And he just completely ignored me. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, yes, you do. Like, who is Shannon? And so this is when I basically smacked him in the face saying, who is Shannon?
Hit him in the face?
Yeah.
Like with your fist, or like
No,
this?
no, no. Yeah. I
Like,
smacked
was it hard? Like, did you cause like
him.
redness?
No.
Okay. So is that the only time you hit him?
No. So
Okay.
that was
More?
the first encounter. The second encounter happened when Later that evening, he had been drinking. And of course, he was denying that he cheated. And so this is when I took out my phone and I showed him the text messages and I said, "Well, she's contacting me and she's letting me know what happened." And
She's contacting you?
yeah,
Oh, wait,
I
you didn't tell me this. Okay, so his horse face, I call their fire partner horse face, is calling you?
well, she emailed me back. I didn't think she was going
Oh,
to
so you emailed her, you started it. Okay, I got it. Okay, so you saw what was going on, the shenanigans, and you emailed her. What'd you say?
I said, "I don't know if you're aware, but he is married to me. I see that you two are interacting quite a bit, and I just want to let you know that we've been married for this long, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on." She replied back like, "I'm so sorry that you had to find out this way.
Did she
I
know you were married? He was married?
nope." She said, "I had no idea." And she told me that she met him from an online game. She showed me the text messages, the screenshots, and so I showed it to him.
So
And
she went into her phone and took screenshots of her conversation with your husband and
mhm,
sent it to you. Whoa.
mhm,
He
yeah,
that's like betrayal on betrayal.
I know.
Sorry, I don't feel bad. Okay, keep going. Was it bad? Like, were they sexting or anything? Or like what was going
No, it was just, the first time I saw it, I said, I can't do this. I'm so emotional. This whole time I thought there was something wrong with me.
Yeah,
Like there's
and there's
something that
not.
I'm not doing right. Like
Yeah.
I'm a bad wife. Like what on earth is going on? So I was blaming myself the whole time. And then just reading into these messages, I said, "Oh my God, this is not my husband." Like he's talking to her like he's living in this fantasy world. Like he's trying to have all of these talks with her, like things that he would never say to me.
Like what? Do you remember?
Um, he was basically telling her like we should go skydiving, and I know like he would never do such a thing. He's not really the type to be outdoors, so that's why I thought that that was a red flag there. Another thing, he would just talk about how he would take in her and her son and make her a stay-at-home wife and she wouldn't have to work another day in her life. And I thought to myself, nope, that's not him.
Why? Why is that not him?
Because I'm actually working and I'm in school, and when I come home, I still cook, I still clean. He would always say that like I should be doing more. He thinks that I should get another job. Why are you still working at this hospital when they don't pay you enough? You should find another job that pays you more. You've been there for 16 years. And I just told him, I said, "Hey, this is where I want to be. I'm very happy. They are very supportive of my education. I don't want to work anywhere else, and that doesn't mean I'm lazy."
But it's interesting to me when a man who's going through this finds a helpless woman who's got a child and maybe, kind of like, oh, what was me? He wants to protect her and save her. And will say that I don't want you to work. I'm going to care for you. I'm going to take care of you. In the meantime, he can't even take care of himself and function with the wife he already has. But in his dream head, he can start over and fantasize with this. And if you didn't exist, he would never be able to accomplish that because he doesn't know what he's doing yet, especially with this mind he has. Okay, let's go to today. How can I help you?
I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to better myself because right now I'm struggling with I feel like I need to grieve. I do have great girlfriends to support me, but I could tell they're just like, "You need to leave him. He's a narcissist." Like, and I'm just thinking to myself, okay, like they don't understand what I've been through. Like,
Are they married?
they are married, yes.
Okay. So they're just young and they haven't seen what older women have seen. This whole crisis thing that, when people die, when you have these kinds of trauma, it's like a haywire in your brain. I call it, the dark side, the evil side, Satan, the devil. It could be any of those. I have my feelings on it. Is that what's going on with your husband? Maybe, maybe not. But what you do is still the same. So the first thing I'm going to advise you to do is go to church. We already talked about that. The second thing I'm going to advise you to do is never lay a hand on another person, no matter what he does to you. We never cut off his dick. We never smack him in the face. We never throw things at anybody. That comes from who we are. And if we start behaving like that, anyone would say, I don't want to be with someone like that. That is a reason I tell people to leave a marriage if someone's hitting you or abusing you in any way. And I know it was if I owned a gun, I probably would be in jail right now. I would have killed my husband. Literally. I looked to our closet and I was like, I need a gun. And then I was like, wait, I don't own a gun. And then I'm like, wait a minute. What just happened that made me so mad that I would kill the man I married, the father of my kids? And it's this thing. So never own a gun. That's a side note too. Those are the couple of things. Don't touch him. Don't touch anybody. Your mouth is the most powerful thing you have. Your eyes, your face, your actions and reactions are the most powerful things you have. Use them well. Don't go cheap shots. Be an adult. Practice being an adult. Talk kindly. And here's something else I'm going to tell you. You keep talking about arguments. Never, ever have an argument. We're going to have a debate. We're going to talk about what we want and we're going to attempt to get what we want. And when you're with a partner, you have to compromise. So it's that conversation going back and forth. Now that he's over there and you're over here, how often are you talking to him?
I can't talk to him right now because we have this domestic violence court hearing coming up.
You got to go to court on that?
Yeah.
You have a lawyer?
Not yet. I'm still
All
trying
right,
to process this whole thing. I'm like, oh my
So
God.
I can be your witness as far as that, crimes of passion. Have you ever hit anyone before?
No.
Right. So in these moments, we do really stupid things. He's having an affair. What? Like that's enough to make you go crazy. So we behave badly, right? You can use that as an excuse that you're not a violent person. Bring in your friends. No, she's never been violent. This marriage just started. He's having an affair. Provide all that proof to show why in that crime of passion, you hit him in the face. And was it wrong? Absolutely. Is it forgivable? 100%. So be open and honest and talk to your lawyer. Make sure that he understands what's going on and use me if you need me because I'm here. I can have a chat with anyone who needs it. So when's the last time you talked to him?
The last time I talked to him, and we actually had a very long phone conversation. I'm talking like hours. But of course, I could tell he was drunk on the phones.
He was drunk on your call?
Hmm.
That's like talking to a wall.
I know.
Moving forward, if you're ever in a relationship with a man who's been drinking and you're trying to have a logical conversation, you're wasting your time. He won't remember. He doesn't care. That's when you go, oh man, look at the time. You know what? Can we do this tomorrow at 10 a.m.? So you can catch him when he's not drinking. Does his mother know?
His mother does know, yes, because
Are you in cahoots with her? Are you talking to her?
not right now.
Why?
She's because he asked her not to, and I think because he has
Hold
a good
on.
relationship.
Wait, he has what? I get really crazy on this. What? Why? What did he say?
He asked his family members not to respond to anything I say right now because he's just worried about the things I'm going to say to expose thinking problems.
Okay, here's the deal. When you get married to somebody, all of his people, all of your people come together to make one family. You're still married to the guy. I don't care if you're divorcing next Tuesday. Today, you're still married. And even if you do divorce, I still think of you as married forever. That's what happens. You got married. His family is your family. He cannot tell you who you can and can't talk to. Do you understand that? You have relationships with these people that you are responsible for. They do not go through your husband. Your husband's not the gatekeeper. You go directly to his mother. Call her, have lunch with her, sit down with her. Do not argue. Do not throw him under the bus. Remind her you raised an amazing son. So good that I chose to put this thing on my finger because of you. He loves you. He adores you. He's struggling right now. Ever since your husband died, he's been having a hard time. He's drinking and he's been online, he's been gaming, and he's meeting some girls and he's talking about skydiving out of an airplane and protecting her and raising her kid. Whoa. Mom will be like, what? There's something said in the Bible. The truth will set you free, right?
Yes.
Remember that. We don't lie. We don't argue. We speak the truth calmly and effectively. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I don't want you to listen to, you can't talk to my mother, or people go, I can't talk to you because he said I can't. I mean, that's like 4-year-old conversations. We are adults and I have something to say. I'm not a bad person. I love your son. I love your brother. I love your nephew. To all those people, that's a family. I call this I have a video program. It's called Circling the Wagon. Your husband's the wagon and we circle the wagon and we are consistently calm and straight and kind. So I don't know why you're arguing so much in your life. And whatever you're doing, we have to change that. I really want you to join my video program. I really do. And we can talk about this after, because there's a lot of tools that I know you could use today to deal with his mom and anyone else you're talking to, and to never, ever argue again. We don't argue. We make statements. We are clear. We are confident, and we always do the right thing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. You think you can handle that?
Oh, yes.
Did this call help?
It did.
Okay.
Very much so.
This is your, I don't swear anymore, effing family. That man's family is your family by marriage. Own it. Stand up for it. Fight for it. Love it. Your relationship with him, if you work with me, we will get him back. Moving forward, we got alcohol, we got trauma, we got game things. All of these things are things that he's going to be tempted by. Like I call it biting the apple, right? Back in the Bible, Adam and Eve, oh, bite the apple, you'll have the tree of knowledge. And Eve is like, ooh, it was a snake, right? So she bites the apple and everything goes to hell and they have to leave. So your husband's got a lot of temptations with these things he's been doing. Not just one, there's a bunch. And you, if you choose to stay with him, this is going to be the cross you walk with him while he carries it. It's not your problem. He's got the alcohol problem. He's got the cross problem. He's got the gambling thing or whatever he's doing. Those are his problems. They are not your problems. So if he comes back, I should say when he comes back, because you want him back, when he comes back and he has these problems, you are not to tell him what to do, but you walk with him and you model the behavior you want him to have. Meaning, if you don't want him to behave like that, start going to church. Stay at church. He's going to see you walking. Hey, you want to go to church with me? No. Okay, I'm going to go. Really wish you'd come, but maybe not. Next time, off you go. Right? You show him who you are. Show him what a good woman looks like. He'll catch up. He needs someone to be modeling the type of behavior he needs to have. But you've got trauma in your life too, with your dad and your mom, everything that happened there. And those are things that you have to figure out for yourself. You can't go to him with that because he's a mess.
Yeah.
So therapist, me, anybody to walk you through on like, whoa, this is my programming. I call it suitcases, right? All the stuff from your childhood and like youth, it gets packed into invisible suitcases that you drag from relationship to relationship. And when you get to the new relationship, you open the suitcase and, the minute something happens, you're like, oh, I got that. I have a solution. This happened to me when I was 6. This is what I'm going to do. And you do it, right? We're not going to do that anymore. That suitcase, the suitcases you drag with you, we dump them down a ravine and we start fresh.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Well, I think this is a fabulous call.
I agree.
And you are very brave. And I look forward to talking to you again, but I want you to join my program. A lot of women. I have an app. It's an app. So you put it on your phone, you can talk to people. Everyone's awesome. And the best thing is there's like 260 videos on there that will tell you everything to do. All these little things to get out of an argument. I've got tools for that. There's things you could be doing every single day. It's like going to college. College is hundreds of thousands of dollars. My program is cheap compared to that. And the things you learn there will help you forever. And you're so young. If I knew this stuff when I was your age, I'd have been deadly. My life would have been different. I wouldn't probably have gone through what I went through because I didn't know these things. But now I do.
Right.
And now you will. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're going to be fine. No more arguing. Go to church. Okay. God bless you, my little child.